Wants to practice. And God love them. That's great. So let's see. So let's practice our D major scale and arpeggio. I'm going to just tune this fiddle because I haven't played today. Oh, no, I have, but I played the other fiddle. It's too lazy to go downstairs. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, D major, best one ever. Ready, go. Now the only note I had that was bad was the C sharp on the G string, and it was a bugger because when I first hit it, it was bang on, but it didn't feel firm on my finger, so I firmed it up and I went sharp. So as always, you should always listen to yourself before you screw around with your note because you might just be in tune. You never know. Let's do it again. Okay, ready, 2, 3, go. Okay, now my C sharp was still suspect, so I just want to play a C sharp with you guys. Here it is. You can always use a little more listening to that note, I swear to God. Never really is bang on. Now let's do one more scale, but let's pick up the pace. And it should be really good now. A 1, 2, 3, go. Good. Everybody feeling good? Feeling the love of D major? Okay, let's try the old Ark in the Morning. I'm not sure how fast we were going, but I'm gonna venture a guess. Think we can handle that? I think so. Let's give it a try anyway. See if anybody starts to have problems. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Again. Long one, so we'll take a breather. I was just thinking, I think we were playing for about 5 minutes straight there, and I was thinking about, on the violin, like how long can you actually do it for at a time? I mean, most of the time, like for classical violinists, it's different because they pick it up and put it down throughout the whole piece, so they don't have their hand to the instrument the whole time like us. But So I think it's a maximum like 5, 6 minutes that you can actually do it for at a time, really. Now, I did do it one time for the Toronto Contra Dance Society, and they had their dance on the island, on Toronto Island, and they do it every year. And they called me ahead of time. It was a long time ago when I was a younger man. And they said, we want to do a dance medley, which is where they put 3 or 4 dances back to back, different dances. And they were like, do you mind? And I was like, well, I don't mind, sure. And they said, okay, but it means that you'll be playing for a solid 35 to 40 minutes for one set of tunes. And I said, sure, I'm up for it. Because, I appreciated that they asked me, because for some people that might be a serious problem. And they might have to say, no, I can't do it, but I was up for it. And I did it. It was 37 minutes, I think it was, the set of tunes. And my big problem was not so much the physical aspect, it was trying to remember another tune. Oh my God. By the end of it, I think I was making them up, because my buddy Brian Piquel leaned over and said, are you composing now? So it got a little much for that. But that's the longest I've ever kind of been hand at the fiddle like that at one time. So something to be aware of. You really don't want to be doing it consistently for more than 4 or 5 minutes at a time. Anyway, how'd that go for everybody at that speed? It was pretty slow, but yeah, that's good. Okay, that's good. Shall we go a bit faster? I think we might as well. Let's see. I think we can do that. I'll watch it and see who's having desperations. 1, 2, 3, go. one more. Now you see we went faster, so we took about the same amount of time to play it 3 times. That's what the Irish people say when you're going too fast. They always say, well, I'd take a little bit more time with that one myself. How did you get along, though, even with the faster last go? Was it okay? Kinda? That's good. How about you, Heather? You look like you want to tell me something.
It was a good challenge. Like there were parts I could keep up with and parts not. So it
Yeah,
was good. And I'm trying to get out of the habit. I don't think I ever told you this. I've been holding this up with my thumb
yeah,
since I started, and I'm doing this now.
that's good. And you don't
Freaking
hold it up, right?
pardon?
You don't hold it up with your hand.
Right, you're supposed to hold it here, right? And
Yeah,
then this should be free
there
to
you
move around.
go.
But I've been doing that.
Well, sometimes my thumb ends up there. See that? So it can, but no, it wants to. You need to be mobile with the thumb. The thumb has to, like, it's not mobile this way unless you need to move, but it's mobile around the neck of the fiddle. Yeah, that looks good. It looks good. Okay, that's great. That's Lark in the morning. Now, what's the next request? Okay, Elaine, your turn. What's your request? You gotta unmute though. I didn't get good at reading lips with like my mom did.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
There's too much music.
There's so much music for you. You're in like 4 groups.
Yeah, I know. How about Swallowtail?
Oh, lovely. Yes, let's do it. Swallowtail. And we'll start slow. Yeah, love the Swallowtail. I think it's one of the first tunes I learned because I can't remember learning it. I know that at all. I just always knew it. It's kind of like some of those tunes that have just always been there, like more like Morrison's jig. It's just always been there. Written by the gods themselves. So let's see. Is that a good speed to start off with? 1, 2, 3, 4. Take a breather. We went a bit faster there, but we're going to go even faster. Is anybody having any problems at that speed? Not bad? Okay. We will up it a little bit. Just let me do a little stretchy. So I've been doing construction, putting in a shower base, and so hunched over all day. Ugh! But it's almost done. I gotta stop saying that. I guess it's not almost done. That part of it is almost done. Okay, so a little bit faster. It's quite a clip. So I want everybody to just keep shooting the whole time. We'll see if we can get through it at that speed. We're going to do it a good few times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. One more. Now that was a clip. Let me see how fast that was, because people looked happy. Let me see here. 90. Woo! I'll show you so you can believe me. 95. So not too bad, guys. You're getting up there with that one. Okay, that's a great request. How about you, Heather? Have you got a request? Yep. I am ready for it.
I can't decide between Road to Lindisfarne or the Balkan Hills. I'll throw a dice. Balkan Hills.
Balkan Hills, gotta love it. Oh, I love that too. Geez, it's been a while for that one too. That's in Sandy's book, I think. Balkan Hills. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. This is a great one. And it's not hard. Okay. Let's see here. great tune. We've got the long D. D. Now I better use the one Sandy's book because there's a couple of versions here on the session.org, and this is the type of tune that there's so much repetition it could get very confusing. So we better use the same hymn book. Let's see. Where is it now? It's early on, I think. Number 2, yeah. Alrighty. The Balkan Hills. Sarajevo, I guess. Must have had to do with military action. That's what it usually has to do with when it's named after a place like that. Must have been a piper there. Okay. And it's a march, so we don't go fast. But how fast would be a good speed for something like that? Let's see. Perfect. Let's do that. Okay. A 1, 2, 3. Do it again. Gee, she's a long one. I guess there's a lot of hills. How did everybody get along with this tune? Any problemos?
I had a problem with the road map, and so I was lost because well, I must have missed about 4 beats, and then by that time I figured it out, but I was way behind.
Yeah, and the way that I was playing this, I haven't played this for a while now, and I was trying to think about it, how I keep it straight, like if I wasn't reading it, and then I remembered how I did it. So we got the main theme for the first part, right? The second part is the little bit more complicated. So it's kind of like dum bo tuppy. It's kind of like arpeggiated, and then of course that's the one that has the two endings. All I try to do there is remember that they use the opening phrase for an ending for the second time around. Okay, but they reuse it. They do that a lot in tunes. The third part is the long D. So when in doubt, just play that long D because it comes in. How many times does it come in? It comes in twice. So you end up playing it 4 times, the long D. And then the last part is, I just remember, as the most complicated. So it's like the second part, except even more fleshed out. Okay? So that's a way to keep it straight. So we got the first part, unmistakable. Second part, arpeggiated. Third part, long D. Fourth part, arpeggiated, but even more so. Might help. Okay? Let's try it again. Ugh. Alrighty.
Can't get myself on mute.
I can do it for you.
All right, thanks.
There we go. Okay. Alright, let's have a go at it. Same speed. Don't need to go faster. That'd be the top speed. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Keep it a little bit straighter that time. That's good. It's tricky. All right, that's the Balkan Hills. Great choice, great choice. Back to you, Astrid. What's your next request? What's that one there? Can't see it.
It's Jenny Dang. Jenny Dang the
Oh,
Weaver.
good
Yeah.
idea. Jenny
Yeah.
Daniel Weaver. Let's do it. And let's start slow. Because first of all, it's been a while. And second of all, that's a tune that we want to try to get up to speed. So let's start slow to have a chance of getting it right. Okay. I just heard somebody come home. So who's that down there? Is that Jerome? Yes. Hey, buddy. How's everything? You all right? Yeah. Good. Jerome took his sister to gymnastics tonight, which is just great. She's getting a ride home with her friend. They're so good with each other. They're very good like that. Thank God. Okay, so. Like that. Okay, that's how we're going to start off. Is that fast? Let's go slower. Like this. That should do it. Let's start off like that. Okay. 1 second here.
There's no pickup, Dan, is there?
Let's not start with the pickup. Let's just start on beat 1, which is a D. Like that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. at that speed. Everybody looked pretty hunky-dory. How did it go for you guys? Okay, you know what that means. Up we go. Prepare yourself. So kind of like... okay, and it'll go up from there. 1, 2, 3, go. A little faster. One more. There we go. We got up to that speed in the end. Anybody have any problems with anything there? No? That's great. Now, my turn for a request. I want to do a slow one. Let's do Hector the Hero. The old Hector. Yeah. Okay. Great old tune. All right. Oh, shoulder rest. I can put it on my screen for if you want to ask her. It's already up here. Yeah. Easy. Ooh, that's weird looking. Well, let's see if I got a better one. That's better. Okay. All right, let's play it. Hector the Hero. Ready and... From the top. I'm just repeating the last part. Hector the Hero. Now, I had an interesting experience on the weekend. I played for a concert at a church, Lawrence Park Community Church, and it was a storytelling concert. So it was really neat. I've done it before. I really like it. So they have a story, and they do bits of the story, and in between the bits of the story are musical numbers. And they have a choir, and there was 2 singers, and there was me. And the narrator was R.H. Thompson, the actor. And he played Dr. Banting in the movie Banting and Best, and he played Jasper Dale in Road to Avonlea. And he's quite a well-known Canadian actor, and I'm a big fan, so I introduced myself, and I told him my favorite role he did was Dr. Banting, which I still think is true. And I said it's a great character. You know, he was a guy riddled with PTSD from being in the First World War, a medic, and then came back to Toronto and developed this insulin. And in the movie, you can see that he's got such problems with PTSD. And then I told him about my granduncle Hector, who was in the First War and had his eyes blown out, and that didn't stop him from fighting. And I told him one of the stories about the taxi driver who tried to give him change for a 10 instead of a 20. And my dad said, Hector, he tried to shortchange you. And Hector was standing next to the driver's side door, and pulled the guy out of the car by the scruff of his neck and opened the door of the car and he was going to start closing the door on the guy. My dad was like, stop, Hector, stop. And I told R.H. Thompson that story, and he didn't believe me. He said, oh, that sounds like a Cape Breton tall tale. And I felt like saying, I don't know, buddy. Anyway, that was Hector. Okay, guys, so we'll see you. I'm good for next week. There shouldn't be anything in the way for next week, so we'll see you next Thursday, okay? Have a great week.